Happy New Year, everyone. New Year's is an amazing time and feeling where you're hopeful the year ahead will be filled with many great times. You'll finally get into shape, or start that business, or find someone special. Many would argue that without setting and recording these goals, usually in smart format, you won't achieve them. Gym memberships skyrocket in January, and within a few months, decline vastly. Most people with ideas to start a business never take it further than just the idea. However, there is empirical evidence from the Dominican University of California from 2007 that proves writing down one's goals enhances goal achievement. This could be done via a note on your phone. However, it could also be done via a visual stimulus known as a vision board. Celebrities like Oprah, Beyonce, Steve Harvey, and Jim Carrey swear by vision boards. So if you're interested in finding out more, stay tuned. A vision board is typically a collage of images, quotes, or words that represent your goals for the future. Most people break down their goals into career, relationships, health, personal, professional, etc. when they're setting their goals. But it's also helpful for the vision board because you lay out a section to each category if you want to design your board that way. Some people use cutouts from magazines or otherwise print out the images desired before making their collage. Vision boards can be powerful for manifesting your desires. By placing it somewhere you will see it often, it eliminates one factor of goal achievement, which is consistency, or the opposite of forgetting about or not working towards your goals. I got the idea from my favorite hardcore DJ, Little Texas, who advocates it around December each year. There's an infamous study from Harvard or Yale that advises only 14% of people set goals for themselves, and only 3% write them down. Those who set the goals are 10 times more likely to achieve them, and the 3% that record them are 3 times more likely to be successful. However, while researching the study for this video, I found out that this study never happened. Although the study I did reference in the intro from the Dominican University of California is a real study. Those participants who wrote down their goals accomplished significantly more than those who did not write down their goals. It was also concluded that sending a weekly progress report to a friend had people accomplishing significantly more benefit than every other group in the study. So you can supplement this with your vision board, and I'll go into that in the next phase of the video, the how-to. Step 1. Pick a few, if not all, of the categories from the following: career, health, relationships, community, or travel. If you don't like the sound of these, you could also use personal and professional as 2 simpler categories, or even pick a few from the first batch and throw personal and professional in there as well. Remember, you have the freedom to do whatever you want with your goal setting and vision board. Step 2. Make up 1 to 3 goals for each category you've selected. Make these goals SMART. You probably heard this one at school. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. The likelihood of achieving a SMART goal is vastly higher than a generic, obscure goal. I want to get fit versus I want to be able to achieve a beep test score of 11 or higher. Or I want to get into shape versus I want to drop down below 90 kilograms and 15% body fat. You also need to set a time frame for the goal, and you can break this down even further. Instead of, I want to make an extra $10,000 this year, your goal could be, I want to make an extra $200 per week. Technically the same goal, but it's a lot easier to track your progress with the indicator of $200 per week. The goal is also not unrealistic, whereas if you currently make $50K a year, a goal of making $1 million a year might be a bit too far-fetched. It's good to aim high, but it's important to remain realistic and not get disappointed and fall off the wagon down the track. Step 3. Obtain some images that relate to these goals. You can find magazines that might relate to some of your goals, be it health, finance, or car magazines, but I think it's far easier to find some images that relate to keywords of your goals or how you think you will achieve your goals. Try and set aside some time to think and be creative here. For the goal I mentioned earlier, I want to make an extra $200 per week, I could put images of how I could make this, like Uber Eats food delivery, or bartending on the weekend. I could also put a graphic that has the number $200 per week, or the even more basic goal of making an extra $10,000 a year. You could put a giant $10,000, then other images below it. If you want to make this money for something specific, like a trip to an exotic island or to buy a new computer or iPhone, you could include photos of those things as well. Anything to help your mind easily remember what you're meant to do, how and why. You could put all of these images into a Google Doc, then take that file over to a local print shop and get it printed to paper, or print it at home if you're inclined and able. Or you could use Canva to make your whole vision board and then just go print that out. Personally, I'm opting for printing out the images separately and then gluing them onto my board, as that feels more authentic. Step 4, get a board. Step 5, cut a hole in the board. Step 6, put your... Oh wait, that's about boxes, not boards. Let me get back on track. Step 4, get a board. Remember, you're gonna hang this up somewhere in your bedroom or home office, so make sure it fits the decor, or it's at least nice to look at. If you're looking to save money or don't care about the background frame, you could even use a big enough piece of cardboard. It really doesn't matter. Having clear goals, images, and the writing on the board is far more important. Step 5, cut and paste or tape your images onto your board. Grab a texter and write down parts of the goals, or even quotes like a basic affirmation, and add these to your board if you wish. Decorate it however you like. Step 6, hang the board up somewhere you will see it regularly. Eye height while sitting or standing is recommended, as you're more likely to gaze at it than something that's really low or really high up. Take a conscious effort to pay attention and look at the board rather than having it morph into the background. Our brains are wired to ignore things that are new and exciting, so being more conscious will help you in other ways of your life. But for this purpose, it could be that whenever you sit in your office chair, make the habit of looking at your vision board to remind you why you're there and why you're about to put in the work. Or when you're about to leave the house, look at the board to remind you why you're going to work so hard at the gym, or why you even go to your not so great job in the first place. That's really all it takes to setting yourself up for a good year ahead. When time flies and it's New Year's Eve again, you won't have the feelings of regret and won't be sad with yourself for not accomplishing what you really desire. As I mentioned earlier, accountability is a step above goal setting and visualization. So if you have a close friend or family member, even if it's a random person from Reddit that you talk to, or someone you played RuneScape with for the last 5 years, someone that is also as determined as you, so you can send each other a weekly text to advise how you're going on your goals. This will force you to reflect on your progress and see the results or lack thereof when you type the text out. This will help keep you on track to where you need to be. Your friend could also provide you some advice to get you back on track, or just help with your overall mood improvement during those bad weeks where they can see that you're not progressing for other reasons. Thank you for watching. Have a great year ahead. Stay tuned for more content, new videos every week, new reels every day. Remember to up your life.